Okay. Good morning. I'm Alex DeFranzo from Piers Park Sailing Center in East Boston, Massachusetts. Happy to be able to share a little bit about our program and this project that we've done together. We called it Friendships on the Harbor. For setting this up, our program's been around for 26 years now. It opened in '98. And sailing is really the main focus, but what we do is use it as a way to get people together and have a shared common activity that they can enjoy with each other. So connecting through that activity gives that kind of repeat chance to see the people that you've been with, do something that you have as a common interest, and sustain that after we have a program like this where the initial meet happens. Each year we teach about 2,600 people how to sail. We're mostly a youth development program, so we work with a lot of kids, but it's also for anybody of any age. Of course, anytime that anyone comes down, we want them to feel welcome and like they're a part of the program. Our setup is unique in that the dock is completely accessible, and so are all of the boats. So we have equipment so that anybody can sail at the tiller or control the sheets, which control the sails of the boat. We think that project-based learning is the best way to help connect people to each other because you have something to talk about and get to go through different kind of exciting experiences. I'm joined with Austin today, who's in the photo also here. We've been friends with each other since we were kids in this program. So we met like almost 20 years ago now as teenagers. And we sailed together for several summers, and in 2008 we survived a storm together. What was that? Oh, it was your chair, okay. Where there was we were out on an island trip, so we had gone to one of the Boston Harbor Islands, and then we were sailing back to the sailing center after a day out on the water. And a squall came in that we weren't expecting. So there was just like a wall of dark black clouds in the sky that kept getting closer and closer, and we knew that we couldn't do anything about it except continue to try to make our way home. And lightning started striking in the Conley container yard right next to us, and then on the other side in the airport, and there was like 50, 60 mile per hour gusts, and the boat was getting tipped over, and it was really scary. It was like one of the few times in my life where I felt like I could have actually died. We were all like surviving the experience. And there was 10 boats out there, and only 2 of us made it back without getting assistance from the Coast Guard or the State Police or someone else, and our boat was one of them. And that thanks, yeah. We were like 16 years old when this happened. Shared trauma is the ultimate bond, right? We almost died together. So we're together for life now. And Austin reminded me that some of the other people that were on the boat, it was me, him, his brother Andrew, and Elizabeth and Gianvante. Elizabeth has become an occupational therapist. Gianvante designs apps for accessibility, and I'm working at the Sailing Center. So all of us have stayed close to this, and it's been an important part of our lives. This project has been great because it's given us the time and resources to focus on it during the off season especially, which is not usually a time when we're doing a ton of programming outside our usual slate. And it worked because we have a brand new facility in Piers Park that we were able to host a lot of programming in. So here you can see we worked with a lot of different partners for this project. One of them was Triangle, which we have been working with for a long time. So a lot of participants that we knew through them already had been sailing a few times, so we were able to do navigation lessons and some other things that we can teach on land while also having the chance just to keep getting together and seeing each other in December, January, February, when we don't usually sail a lot. We did about 16 program events over the course of this project with Triangle, Perkins, and we're about to do our 3rd event with Access to Community and Friendship, which Austin organized, and that's been like a really fantastic reconnection, and I know that it will continue on long after this program is complete. Realizations from the project, I think it's important to create new friendships, but also important to take the time to keep the friendships or connections that you've had from the past going. Good friendships sustain themselves, but I think having a common activity that you can all do together definitely really helps. just something to be like, hey, do you want to go for a sail? You can meet up and hang out. And it's opened up our thinking about how we connect the different programs that we work with to each other too, to do more kind of like open enrollment and open programming where the different agencies, organizations, groups that we work with can meet each other and spend time with each other. Our best practices, we like to do everything intentional but also organic. Like we set out our goal for what we want to achieve, but then don't try to force it. Do what feels right. And this project is really well aligned with that approach, I think, because we give people the opportunity to meet up and get to know each other, and some of them create bonds with each other. Create the space for success, taking the time to run this sort of programming. You have to plan and organize, and that takes time. But after the kind of seed is set, it grows on its own. And having the recurring stuff on the schedule where it's never just one time that everybody's getting together to meet, but we have multiple times that we go sailing together. If some of them happen to be very exciting, then that helps. And then people will keep staying in touch after. We're going to continue to work with all of the partners that we worked with during this program into this summer and into the future. Our past sailors, we want to take leadership on organizing events and staying connected. And we always are open if any of you ever want to come and program and go out sailing, connect with us. And then we run an open WhatsApp community for people to continue to communicate with each other after they meet at the sailing center. That's it. Thank you.